Hey guys, welcome back to Puff It Loudum, and welcome back to Café Enchanté. Last episode we hung out with the little seal, and we went to the aquarium, which was closed, and now we're debating on if we get to keep the seal or not, so let's take a look-see. Yeah, maybe it'd be better if we decided after trying to look for its parents a little more. I'm sure they're worried. Wow, oh god. Ignis? Ignis, irritated, looks away from me. He seemed in a bad mood all of a sudden, but I hope I didn't do anything to upset him.
なんだ、簡単な話じゃない。そういうことなら、俺たちがその子の親を探す手伝いをしてあげればいいわけだ。
はあ？
The reaction of the seal is so cute.
それじゃあ行ってきます。見つかっても見つからなくても夕方くらいまでには戻ってくるよ。
Okay. Nazir puts back on his robe and speaks as if he were just going out for some fun. And in contrast...
どうしてこうなった?
Nazir, Il, and Canas. In contrast to his long-time fellow non-human acquaintances, Ignis was despondent. The Lost Sea Demon's parent search corps was suddenly founded by Nazir. In other words, Nazir and the others would enter Beastia to find the demon beast's parents. It's just... considering what I just heard. That rampaging demon beast from earlier. The demon world Beastia is filled with dangerous creatures just like that. It's so dangerous that even those GPM agents who go there to conduct their research, or you if you let down your guard, you can easily die. Wow, it's so weird that they broke the fourth wall there. Told this several times by Mr. Rindo and Ignis, it was decided that I would stay here along with Mr. Rindo and Kariya. Well, you know, Ignis, Mazir, and the others really might find its parents.
その前にこいつらが何かやらかす予感しかしねえ。
Oh.
でもまあ確かに今さらうだうだ言っても仕方ねえ。こうなったら腹くくるか。吹雪がマシなうちに行くぞ。ほらことね。とっととそのちみっこいのをよこせ。
Oh, okay. Good luck then. I hope you find your parents, Kororo.
Kororo?
It's this little guy's name. Thought it might be tricky with that one, so I gave him one just for now. Oh, and I named him that because...
体格が丸くてコロコロしてるから。
Wow, Kariya. How did you know?
どうしても何もそのまんまだし、わからないはずないと思うよ。
That's embarrassing.
まったくだ。お前ネーミングセンスねえのな。
It's like naming it Roly-Poly or something. Ugh, I wish you two would just stop being on good terms exclusively at times like these. Suffering some damage internally, I hand off Kororo to Ignis. However... Oh no. This anger. What? Tiny paws grabbed desperately onto my arm and didn't seem to intend on letting go.
おいこら、何ダダこねてんだ。
Ignis tries pulling Kororo's body lightly, but he doesn't budge in the slightest. What's the sound? And after trying the same a few times... I can relate so much to Ignis, I can feel the anger. I could practically hear one of Ignis's veins on his forehead pop.
離れろやこのクソガキ誰のための遠征だと思ってやがれ
Oh, wait! Kororo, your claws are digging into me! Ignis, you're pulling too hard! Kororo's body will tear apart! Though, it almost felt like Kororo's grip was more stronger than Ignis's monstrous strength.
もしやこの子琴音と離れるのが嫌なのでは？
そういえば保護されてからずっと琴音にばかり甘えていたな。この短時間で懐かれたか。
Well, that's sweet, but problematic, isn't it? Looking at how stubborn he was, Kororo didn't look like he wanted to let go of me one bit. Okay then, Kororo, do you want to stay here at Enchanté too?
そりゃ無理だ。こいつが例外なだけで、基本パークスは警戒心が強え。仮に群れを見つけたとしても、こいつがいなけりゃ、俺らの姿を見た途端に逃げ出すだろうよ。
I see. Even all of you would have a hard time chasing them underwater. I know I already asked, but can I...
ダメ、絶対ダメ。
Dad!
絶対連れてかねえぞ。
Why? They must have known what I was about to ask. Both Mr. Rindo and IGNIS beat me to it.
さっき何度も言い聞かせたけどな。あそこはお前みたいな弱っちいやつには危険しかねえ世界なんだよ。
Right. However, this so-called quote-unquote last boss group named by Mr. Rindo thought the danger to be quite insignificant.
俺は別に反対はしないかな。俺たちがいれば琴音の安全もなんとかなるでしょう。
Monsieur didn't have a care in the world. Flustered by his attitude, I imagined Mr. Rindo would call him out for it. Then...
ミシェル、そう気軽に言わないでくれるかな。メディオとは違うんだ。ベスティアはただそこにいるだけでも命を奪おうとする危険な世界。
Good God.
それに例のゲートの不具合だってもう一度起きないとも限らない。彼女に何かあってからじゃ遅いんだ。何度でも言う。人は簡単に死ぬんだよ。
Why does he say that like he's killed someone before? It's kind of disturbing. He spoke in a deeper voice than usual, so much that I couldn't recognize it. Mr. Rindo, I felt as if he was much scarier than usual somehow. Mr. Rindo? As I called out to him in hesitation, Mr. Rindo collapsed his mouth, eyes wide open.
ごめんごめん。ついムキになっちゃって。でもそれだけ危険な世界だからさ。僕は断固反対。
Mr. Rindo, who was usually so relaxed, was being very serious about the matter. I'm continually reminded, with jokes aside, this world they're going to skirts death around every corner. Honestly, I'm not sure what to do either. I want to help Kororo, but knowing I'll be in the way if I go along, I can't really say that I want to go. As I stood there indecisive, the one who pushed me to make a decision was...
でもさ、ここで諦めたら本当にこいつ一人ぼっちになるんだよね。
Oh no! It was Kariya's saddened voice.
正直こいつのことはいきなりひっついてきて鬱陶しいと思ったけど、家族から引き離されて見知らぬ世界に放り込まれるとか、それってある意味みんなと出会えなかった場合にあり得た俺の可能性なわけでしょ。なんかこいつがそれと同じ目に遭うのは嫌かな。
Oh no! The guilt trip landed on the thick. Kariya. Ignis and Mr. Rindo's eyes wavered at each of his words as he made his way through them. So it's gonna show as purple right now because I played through this entire episode, realized that it was not recording, and I had to re-record the entire thing. So what I chose was that I trust in everyone because I trust in everyone. I don't know. Let's just fucking go for it. I don't want to say I won't do anything dangerous because it's not about Kotone doing something wrong. It's about the situation. Like, if she doesn't have to do anything. Like, anything could happen at any moment. So it's more so about everybody else protecting her. Anyways, I look right at Ignis. Ignis, it's an undeniable fact that I'm weak, but I'm still the owner of Enchanté.
はあ？だからなんだってんだ。そんな理由で俺が納得するとでも。
No, it isn't. I know better than anyone that my regulars are the strongest people there are. That's why I fully believe that I'll be able to come home safe no matter what, if I went with you all by my side. Although, I know all I'm doing is depending on the strength of other people.
くっそ。お前ほんと立ち悪いな。まだ綺麗事ばっか並べられた方が一周できたってのに。
まあまあイグニス、君のことを信頼しての提案だし。
無論油断は大敵、不測の事態も考えるべきだろうが、その信頼に応えてみてもいいのではないか。
The one who gave the final push after my argument was Kanas.
それにこのアンシャンテにいる以上、異世界との交流は避けられぬ。先ほどの魔獣しかり、以前に話した偶発的に入ってくる危険な人外しかり、そういった危険な世界や人外がいるという事実も彼女は知るべきではないだろうか。綺麗なものだけを見せておけばよいというのは、いささか極論のように思える。
Finally, he takes a heavy step towards Mr. Rindo.
無論我らも本気で彼女を守る気概ではいるがな。
It's such a threat. He's like looming over his shoulder like, end of course. Like...
そうですね。これは最悪の場合ですが、ベスティアをある程度消し飛ばしてでも彼女を守りきると約束しましょう。
当然、俺も魔王様らしく力の出し惜しみはしないよ。
カヌス、圧がすごい。分かったから一回離れてくれる？
Oh my god, what did I just say? He was like looming over his shoulder.
まあ確かに君らが揃ってれば大抵の災害や危険はいたずらレベル。むしろベスティアの方がやばいよね。
So then...
心の底から不本意だけど許可を出すよ。
Yay, thanks, Dad.
ただ当然僕も一緒に行くよ。
Oh my
危ない
god.
と判断したら即撤退だからね。
Fine. Thank you.
よかったじゃん、お姉さん。あと、コロロもな。
Oh, he called us Onesan. He called us big sister. That's so cute. I love him. Ah, such a cute kid. As I bowed in thanks, Mr. Rindo gives me a small smile, waving off my gesture. He was helpless as he looked at Mazir.
小さな魔獣一匹のために異世界に行く人外たちか。時々思うよ。君たちともうちょっと早く知り合ってたら僕の人生。
He absolutely has killed somebody. Like, why is that his reaction? He sounds so depressed. Like, something bad happened.
あいにくと時間を操る能力は持ってなくてね。
Maybe Mazira's there? I don't know.
そりゃ残念。
And during all of that, Ignis remained the only one standing there, silently, yet to give his approval. He just never gives the approval? Oh. I was gonna be like, what? She didn't go? They originally would have left immediately, but with the humans, myself, and Mr. Rindo coming along, it was a different story. It was decided that we should postpone our departure, get a good night of sleep to rest our bodies, and then leave the following day. I know that I need to, but I just can't get to sleep. It was because I was nervous. Even though I made my decision, it was still a dangerous world out there. Knowing that got my nerves worked up. Unable to lie still, I got up from my bed. Still not wanting to separate from me, Koro was fast asleep, snoring adorably next to me. I'm just realizing how different he is. He's nothing like that rampaging bull from earlier, or Ignis for that matter. Yet, the innocent face he had as he slept next to me helped me relax. I'll head out just for a bit, then I'll come back to sleep. I got up quietly from the bed so as not to disturb Kororo. I changed out of my nightwear, but I still felt awkward about wandering around at this time of night. So here I am in the back garden of our Enchanté, still on the cafe's grounds. The flowers that decorated Enchanté and the gardening here was done by Canis, a hobby of his. The night wind blowing through the beautiful flowers grown by his hand mixed with their aroma, helping me calm down. Petals from the blooming flowers floated about, dancing in the breeze. Petals from the blooming flowers fluttered. I feel like there's an and missing from that sentence. Anyways. Huh? Beyond them, I saw someone I hadn't been expecting. The one standing there quietly, lit by the moonlights from the sky, was... Ignis?
お前か。さっさと寝るんじゃなかったのかよ。
I've been nervous, so I couldn't. But what about you? It's unusual for you to be in the garden. Although it was by coincidence, seeing a familiar face as I was here unable to sleep made me feel a bit at ease. As I got closer to Ignis, gazing into the night sky, he muttered.
お前、本当に行くのかよ、ベスティアに。
Yeah.
俺やリンドウが語った以上に、あそこは危険な世界だぞ。それこそ、お前が何もなしに一人で放り込まれたら、数秒で死んじまうような。
He was saying this as if asking me to think it over again. I could tell. It was Ignis's way of worrying about me. Still. I'm sorry, but I'm still going. It's for Kororo as well, but I do feel that it's because I want to see your homeworld too, Ignis.
あんな世界を見たとこで、お前に得られるもんなんて何もねえよ。それに、もしお前がベスティアや魔獣について全部知った後、俺に。
You'll what?
いや、ただの独り言だ。気にすんな。
Why is everyone hiding stuff? First Rindo, now you? Like, after talking it out, I seem to have finally convinced Ignis. Or maybe more accurately, he gave up.
とりあえず、ベスティアに行くっつうなら、最低限の覚悟はしとけ。あそこにはお前が想像するような綺麗なもんなんて、何一つねえからな。
Okay.
それと、仕方ねえから、行く以上は守ってやる。他の奴らもうるせえからな。
Oh. Right. I'll be counting on you. Once we find Kororo's family and friends and get back here, I'll make mountains of your favorite things on the menu.
お前、俺には飯の話をちらつかせときゃ、何でも乗ってくると思ってねえか。
Yes. No, that's not what I meant.
実際その報酬は悪くねえかもな。
His smile was weak at the end of what he had to say, but Ignis did smile. Life-threatening journey to another world, considering that would happen tomorrow. By talking about it with Ignis under the soft light of the moon, the nervousness and unease of leaving wore off. Oh, Ignis is such like a tsundere. The morning after. For 2 days straight, Enchanté would be closed for business. None of my regulars, or myself even, would be there. Everyone was gathered in front of the gate, ready to head into Bestia.
外はこんなに暖かいのに、今から向かうのは極寒の大地か。
今更なのですが、寒いとはどういう感覚なのでしょう。もちろん概念としてはわかるのですが。
Oh no.
確かに我々は寒さそのものを脅威として感じたことはないな。
These temperate climate folks are gonna like die. Everyone was talking about the cold, yet they didn't have on clothes specifically made to protect against the cold. That went for me and Mr. Rindo too. Ignis told us we didn't need any layers and just to come in normal clothes. But listening to Mazir talking, I began to regret not even bringing earmuffs.
ほら、人間ども、これでも羽織っとけ。
From the front, Ignis suddenly and carelessly tosses something to Mr. Window and I. This is a blanket? This looks like a very short
み
blanket.
んな上等なもんじゃねえよ。他の魔獣の毛皮を使って作った。
Ew! Ew! Did you clean it at the least? It looks clean. Wait, did you just say it's skin you ripped off? It was strange to put this over me, imagining what its former owner might think of it. In contrast to me, Mr. Rindo wrapped the fur skin around his waist with no hesitation.
遠慮せずにもらっておきな。普通の人間が何の用意もなしに踏み入れたら速攻で投資だからね。
Too bad he doesn't have like an outfit change. That would have been hilarious. Got it. But why did you tie yours to your waist? Don't you think it would be better to cover more of yourself up?
そこは魔獣の不思議というか、身につけてるだけである程度の効果があるんだ。実際に確かめてみなよ。
Following his instructions, I nervously put it on, and then... Huh? Wow, it's so warm. I feel heat from my head to my toes.
冬場に欲しい一品だよね。これがあれば暖房いらずだ。
Engaged in our small talk, I line up behind Ignis while carrying Kororo. But before entering the gate...
何撫でろって
Kororo's tiny hand stretches towards Kariya, who is seeing us off. After Kororo arrived in the cafe, he took a big liking to Kariya. Maybe it was because Kariya was an ice fairy that Kororo found comfort in him, considering Kororo knew the intense cold of the deep sea. That was what Ignis and Kana suspected. At first, Kariya seemed like he was bothered by the Kororo's sudden appearance, but...
じゃあなコロロお前がもうここに戻ってこないことを祈ってる無事に仲間と両親を見つけろよ
Oh. His kind touch as he pet Kororo showed just how he truly felt.
あんたも気をつけなよあんたが死んだら俺すごい困るんだよ
Oh, he's such a good kid. Oh my god. Head pats for Kariya. So cute. Yeah, I'll be careful. Take care of things while I'm gone, Kariya. As we were seen off by a somewhat worried-looking Kariya.
行くぞ。
And we're gonna stop here. Yes, the worst place to stop, but of course, I mean, we've already hit our time, so, next episode, let's go to Bestia. I'm so glad that we're able to actually go together. It'll be such a party, woo! And hopefully we can find Kororo's parents, and yeah, wonderful.